lights, you're gonna.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration?
Welcome to Laurel, Mississippi on this warm Saturday afternoon for Diamond Youth Baseball action. The 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports. I'm Mark Easley alongside Kyle Sampson, directing and producing the program for us today. We appreciate you logging on and tuning in for this ball game. It is between Alabama and Texas, Harleton, Texas, and Skipperville, Alabama. These teams got here by way of wins yesterday. Harleton, Texas defeated North Duplin, North Carolina 11-1, and Skipperville, Alabama, an 11-3 winner over Buckingham, Virginia. So two teams looking to advance in the winner's bracket. The winner of this game will play again tonight at 6 o'clock, and the loser will fall down into the loser's bracket, and they will play at 4:45. Obviously, those times are not going to be met because of an extra inning first game on this field, so we are behind schedule. This is normally a 1:45 schedule start, and as you check your clocks, it's nearing 2:30 here. So not too far behind schedule, but a little bit behind. The home team today is Alabama. They'll be in the first base dugout visiting the Harleton, Texas team. Well, their lineup starting at the top there, the leading off and pitching is Mr. Duncan, playing first base and batting second, catcher Rayburn. The catcher and batting third is Ryder Richardson. Henley Russell bats fourth and plays center field. Eli Holland bats fifth, the third baseman. Batting sixth is the second baseman, Asher Bertuska. Batting seventh is the left fielder, Landon Salmon. Batting eighth is the shortstop, Dylan McBride. Batting ninth is Gunnar Haskell. Batting 10th is Weston Wilson. Batting 11th is the right fielder, Dustin Rice, and batting 12th is Lucas Thomas. The manager of the Harleton, Texas squad is Zach Richardson. He's assisted by Lynn Dixon and Brandon Rayburn. Defensively for Alabama, in center field was let's go left to right. In left field, rather, is Weston Tucker. In center field is Hamp Davis. In right field, Haston Hyatt. Around the horn at third, Lawson Joseph. At short is Jake Hauser. Second base, Tatum Hill. Playing first is Gavin Smith. Behind the plate is Ryland Holder. And towing the rubber here in the first inning for Alabama is Colt Waters. Harleton, Texas, just northwest of Marshall, northeast of Longview, north of I-20 for y'all that have traveled back and forth on I-20 in Texas, just across the Louisiana-Texas state line. Settled in 1890, according to Wikipedia, a population of around 2,000. known for its sawmill history and local vineyards. They have an Enoch's Stomp Vineyard and Winery, European-style vineyard there. Also a reigning Big 2A. They have little and big 2A classifications in Texas. The reigning Big 2A baseball state champion there in Harleton. So, Mr. Duncan. This is 12 and under baseball. His favorite memory is his first home run. And he loves the Texas Rangers, and that means he loves their uniforms that they're wearing. Looks just like the Rangers. Big league team. Not quite as hot, I don't think, as it was yesterday. Still heat index, that triple-digit area. Partly cloudy here in the free state of Jones. Still humid as always in Mississippi, like all over the South. And the first pitch comes at 2:32, and it's a called strike. Or rather, a foul ball, I should say. One thing you don't want to do as a broadcaster, be looking at your phone for the time of the first pitch and miss the first pitch. The 0-1 misses to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Delivery outside, and it's 2-1 on Duncan. Duncan, the leadoff batter, and he'll be on the mound when Texas goes out on defense. Now the 2-1 lifted to right field, hit well in the gap. It'll hit off the top of the fence and clear the fence. That's against the wind, too. What a shot. Boy, Mr. Duncan, that's why you call him Mr. Mr. Duncan, a solo bomb to start the ball game. Hit the top of the fence and bounded over. And it looks like some of the Texas fans out there to retrieve the ball. Wow. Look at the replay of this home run. The Wilson replay. Got it up. Got those arms extended and hits the top of the fence and goes over. What a start for Texas. Catcher Rayburn is your batter. 1-0 count on him as that first pitch misses high and away. Catchy is his nickname. And he'll lift one the opposite way as well. That's hit well over the head of the left fielder. 2 bounces off the wall. A stand-up double, back-to-back hits to lead off the ball game. And Rayburn is at second, with nobody out for Ryder Richardson. His favorite memory, his first walk-off grand slam in his hometown with all his friends and family there. Big left-hander steps in. 91 degrees, feels like 101. And they call strike. So Texas with a rude welcome to Colt Waters to start this ball game. That ball's lifted foul, should get out of play, and it will. So the count 0-2 now on Richardson. Appropriately named Mr. Duncan. He was a man in that first at bat. Wild pitch to get all the way to the backstop, and advancing to third is Rayburn. And the count is 1-2 on Richardson. Those starting lineups were brought to you in the pregame, brought to you by Land Frost Deli Meats. Swing and a miss. Pitch tailed away, and Richardson goes down swinging for the first out of the ball game. Henley Russell with a runner at third will be your batter. He's the center fielder for Texas. Shohei Ohtani, his favorite player. See if he can do Shohei things here with that bat. Pitch down and away for ball one. Wants to fish for a living. Wants to be a professional fisherman. Tough sport for sure. Showing bunt, pops it up, and it's caught by the catcher. Wow. That's a nice catch there by Holder behind the plate. And that is the second out of the inning, trying to bunt his way on. But instead, Russell pops out to the catcher. And there's two down with that runner still at third. Holland trying not to strand Rayburn. Holland's favorite player, an old school player, Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose. Got a piece of that one right off the end of the bat, fouled back. And it's 0-1 on the Texas third baseman. Couple of hits in the inning, a big one, the solo homer to start the game, a double, advance on the wild pitch, now at third base with two away. Rayburn hoping to be driven in here. Pitch down and away. The count is even at a ball and a strike. Colt Waters trying to get out of the top of the first with no more damage done. The delivery sails over the head of Holland as he ducks out of the way. That's why you wear helmets, in case you do get dinged in the head. But Holland, little matrix move there, gets out of the way of it. The 2-1. Late on that high heat, and it's 2-2. If Holland should reach, Asher Bartuska would be your batter. And the 2-2. Reaching back for extra. It's in the dirt and back to the backstop, and Rayburn will score on the wild pitch. The count is now full. 2 runs in. Waters just overthrew that one and threw it in the dirt past Holder. And now the base is empty with 2 away and a full count. Holland digs in. Grounds it to first. Knocked down, picked up. Stepping on the bag is Smith, and the side's retired on the 3 unassisted putout. But not before damage was done by Texas. A leadoff homer, 1 of 2 hits in the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. We played half an inning, 2-0, as we'll hear from some of our sponsors here real quick. We'll be back with more of the DYB World Series, brought to you by Smash It Sports.
Registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Back in Laurel, 2-0 after a half inning of play. Texas with a solo homer, a double, a wild pitch advancement to third, and then a wild pitch scored the second run of that inning. Alabama trying to answer back. Jake Hauser, leadoff batter. Mr. Duncan on the mound. He'll deliver the first pitch, and it's fouled straight back. Defensively for Texas, in left field, Salmon, Russell in center, Rice in right, Holland at third, McBride at short, Bartuska at second, Rayburn at first. Behind the plate is Richardson and Duncan on the mound. Breaking pitch. Breaks right on to the inside corner, and it's 0-2 on Hauser. Skipperville, Alabama, just north of Dothan, about 9 miles north of Ozark, Alabama, if you know where those cities are. Grounded to short, bobbled by the shortstop, and that error will allow Hauser to reach. So an E6, and Hauser reaches for Tatum Hill. Another one of those Shohei Ohtani fans is Tatum Hill. Runner on by way of the error. Pitch stays up and away for ball one on Hill. Talking with the head coach of Alabama, or the manager, Nick Davis, before the game. This is the first-year program making it to the World Series. The 8 and under team, also a first-year program, playing on the fields behind us here. They're here in Laurel as well. As that pitch in tight, 2-0 now on Hill. So a lot of success there in Skipperville on the baseball diamond. Not only in the Diamond Youth programs, swing and a miss, had a good cut at it, did Hill. But as these players grow up and go to G.W. Long High School, George W. Long High School, strong athletic program there. Pitch down for ball three. G.W. Long has won 18 state championships since 1989, so do the math there. If I counted correctly, about 37 years, they've won 18, so about every other year you can just bank on them winning a state title. A call strike will load, or will run the count full, I should say, on Hill. 2A school is G.W. Long. Grounded just off the glove of the third baseman. That'll be a base hit in the left field. Going to try to go first to third. Here comes the throw. It's a good one. And the runner is out. Boy, tried to stretch it to first to third. The ball was right to that left fielder, and he made an accurate throw. That left fielder being Salmon. Threw it to Holland, and the tag applied, and Hauser is retired. So the single into left field allows Hill to reach base, but then on the 7-5 putout, Hauser is retired. Lawson Joseph, your batter, the third baseman for Alabama. Breaking pitch in there for a call strike. Joseph's favorite memory, hitting a grand slam at the East Cobb World Series. Big youngster, lefty. He hammers it to dead center. It was off the black part of the wall, over the fence. Talking about a grand slam and how big of a youngster he was. One swing, and we are tied up. So a 2-run homer by Lawson Joseph, and he got all of it. One of those no-doubters, as you'll see the Wilson replay momentarily. And he got all of it. Well over the center field fence. And now you think, oh, if we hadn't tried to go first to third and gotten thrown out, we'd be ahead 3-2. But that's part of baseball. Trying to bunt his way on is Hamp Davis. Hamp Davis, the center fielder, Bunts it back to the pitcher. He misplays it, though, and that should be a fielding error on Duncan. So the E1 allows Davis to reach. Still only one out. Now, opposing pitcher, Colt Waters, is at the plate. When Waters was on the mound, the young man on the mound for Texas hit a home run. Sure, Waters wants to do the same thing here. Another big lefty for Alabama. He looks at a call strike. Another Shohei Ohtani fan. And the delivery. Inside corner. That's a good pitch there by Duncan. Waters behind in the count now, 0-2. There'll be a brief conference with Waters. The first offensive conference charge to Alabama. Now, if you're Duncan, you want to make a quality pitch right here. You make a mistake, Waters will make you pay for it. That's a good take there. What a bad 0-2 pitch. Waters wouldn't chase it, though. 1-2. Hamp Davis on it first after the fielding miscue by Duncan on the bunt. Duncan deliberate on the mound. Now he delivers. Breaking pitch. An off-speed pitch, and Waters way out in front of it goes down on strikes. And there's two away for Rylan Holder. Holder's favorite memory is first home run hit. A 2-2 ball game and two away and a runner on here in the bottom of the first. That pitch finds the outside corner for a called strike. Breaking pitch. That's a good one as Holder swings and misses. Now he'll find himself in an 0-2 hole. He'll step out, have a little push that reset button and step back in now. The breaking pitch got a strikeout in the previous batter. What does he bring this time? Fastball's fouled out of play. And it's still 0-2. And the 0-2 delivery. Fastball up just a little bit. Another good 0-2 pitch. And a nice take by Rylan Holder. He'll step right back in. Davis on it first. Two away now. And the 1-2 delivery. Breaking pitch. Boy, that is a great breaking ball. Caught looking as Holder. The third out is recorded, but some offensive fireworks by both teams in the first inning. 2 runs for Alabama on 2 hits. There were 2 errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. 2-2 after the first inning. We'll be back with more of the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports.
Protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price. We got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Sadler Insurance. They have been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs for all different types of sports and activities. Quotes are available instantly online at www.sadlersports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities, and is one of the tops. Is a one-stop shop for all of your policies and risk management needs. Sadler is the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. As we move to the second inning in a 2-2 ball game, leading off for Texas is Asher Bartuska. Landon Salmon and Dylan McBride due up as well. Bartuska, the second baseman. He'll swing at a good fastball that breaks down and in. And he's in the hole 0-1. His favorite pregame song, I'm a Beast by T. Powell. That pitch up will even the count at 1-1. That's a good fastball that catches the plate, and it's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bartuska. And the delivery. Fastball up and in, and we're even at 2-2. His walk-off hit at the regional tournament, his favorite baseball memory. Goes down and barely gets a piece of that one, or did he? Nope. It hit the dirt and bounced back. I thought he got a piece of it, but instead goes down swinging for the first out. I was trying to help him out. We were right behind home plate, obviously blocked by the umpire and the catcher. But that center field shot that our viewers can see, saw it clearly. I guess if I watched the monitor instead of the action, I could probably see that, huh? That'd be too easy. Kyle doing a great job running the board for us. Yeah. Outside corner strike, and it's 0-1. All the crew behind the scenes here for this week. High fastball blown by the swing of Landon Salmon. Just doing a great job bringing the broadcast and the live stream to you. You know, that's a great benefit for the fans back home at not able to make the trip all the way to Jones County. Boy, located a fastball outside corner, back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning for Colt Waters. Dylan McBride, your batter. He's the shortstop for the Texas. He chases a high fastball, and he's in the hole 0-1. Do not have an information sheet on Dylan, so don't know who his favorite player is or anything. Guess we can make it up, but don't want to put words in his mouth. That pitch outside, and the count's 1-1. Ball is fouled back and out of play, and will remain at, well, rather it's 1-2 now with that foul ball. A swinging strikeout to start the inning. A looking call strike to the second batter. And now another swinging strikeout, and the side is retired. As Colt Waters strikes out the side, he has had a very impressive outing after giving up a home run and a double to the first 2 batters of the game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll take a break. Be back in Laurel right after this with more of the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Deuces are wild on the scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the second in a 2-2 ball game. A call strike on Hudson Hyatt. Hyatt, a Toby Keith fan, gets a piece of that one, fouling it off, and it's 0-2. Should have been a Cowboy. We may break out into karaoke up here in this press box if we're not careful. Likes to play basketball and football. Well-rounded athlete is Hatson. Or Haston, I should say. I'm sorry, Haston Hyatt. Pitch just misses, and it's 1-2. That was a good 0-2 pitch from Duncan there. Stays up a little bit as well. And could not get Hyatt to chase. The count's 2-2. Good eye by Hyatt on those last two pitches. The delivery. Outside corner. That'll be a call, strike 3. He had nibbled around the top of the zone. Painted the corner with that one. And there's one away. Paxton Stedham. His favorite memory, making a diving catch to win a tournament championship. Likes Hank Williams Jr. Come on. Pitch stays high for ball 1. He likes football and basketball as well. 1-0 is fouled out of play down the right side, and it's 1-1. Breaking pitch is up for ball 2. Duncan likes the breaking ball, has a strikeout or two in that first inning with that pitch. Missed a little bit with that one. And the 2-1 fastball is fouled back, and it's even. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Paxton Stedman. Stedham gets a word or two from his third base coach, steps back in now. And the 2-2 pitch. That breaking pitch breaks outside for ball 3. You've seen in the early going here that curveball is a favorite of Mr. Duncan. Does he go to it here on the full count pitch? A couple of foul balls off fastballs. That's the breaking ball that stayed inside. Did not get the call, and the walk will put Stedham on with 1 away. Gavin Smith, your batter. Smith starting at first base in this ball game. He loves hitting dingers, and his dad coaching him. And the delivery. First pitch swinging, ground ball could be 2. Stepping on second. High throw, though, the throwing error going to try to get to second. The throw is down in time, I believe. Let's see. Yes, sir. Boy, good play there. So it won't count as a throwing error because he was retired on the play. Grounded the ball to short, did Gavin. That forced out Stedman as he stepped on the bag. And then on the errant throw to first, Smith trying to get to second base was tagged out on the, I guess technically it'd be a 6-3-6 put out. And that'll be the third out of the inning. There's going to be a 5-minute hydration break. That'll give us a chance to read a couple of our sponsors, one from Land of Frost. They're one of our big sponsors, as all of them are important for these broadcasts, but today's game is brought to you by Land of Frost, a family-owned company that sees great importance in keeping communities and their families healthy and active. Land of Frost started their youth sports initiative in 2003, which provides funds to help cover costs associated with organizing and operating youth sports organizations. You can find out more at landofrost.com. And of course, another big sponsor, Smash It Sports. When it comes to baseball and softball gear, nobody beats Smash It Sports, the largest bat and equipment selection online. Lowest prices guaranteed. Free shipping, real expertise from people who live the game. Smash It Sports has you covered, so visit smashitsports.com. Our replay sponsor, Wilson Baseball, make plays at any position with the Wilson A2K and A2000 baseball gloves designed with long-lasting pro stock leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. And then, of course, Synergy Sports and Entertainment. They're bringing this stream to you. Today's game stream is brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. Our experienced team of professional announcers, producers, and camera operators are excited to bring you live game coverage all this week and next. With over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, sports broadcasting, sponsorship acquisition, and promotion of your company's special events. Check us out today at synergysportsproductions.com. We'll take a quick break and come back for the third inning here in Laurel as you are enjoying the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price. We got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smash It Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Outfield defensive changes for Alabama. Paxton Stedham goes into left. In center is Haston Hyatt, and in right is Riley Tucker. Waters still on the mound. His first pitch is fouled back as Gunnar Haskell gets a piece of it. The 0-1 is pulled just wide of first base, and it's 0-2 on Haskell. Haskell loves hitting home runs. That's his favorite memory, hitting his first one. And Shohei Ohtani, his favorite player. And he can't catch up with that fastball from Waters, and 4 straight strikeouts for Waters. That'll bring Weston Wilson to the plate. Wilson has his favorite song, the same as the man behind me, Ollie Hammonds. This is Why I'm Hot. Wilson also a basketball and football player. A call strike will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wilson hitting in the 10 spot. Gets a piece of that fastball, fouling it back into the fence, and it is 1-2. So Waters looking for his 5th strikeout in a row. Struck out the side in the second. Struck out Haskell to start this inning. And now the 1-2 delivery to Weston Wilson, just a little bit low. And it's 2-2. Did not miss much. We've seen in the 2 days here some very generous strike zones and some a little tighter. And now the count full. And that great camera shot from the center field camera gives you a good view of the plate as well, even though it's off center a little bit, so you can't really go on left and right that much, but a good view there. That pitch tails down and away. So after being ahead of the count, a walk to Weston Wilson will break the string of strikeouts by Waters. And that will bring a visit to the mound. That's 39 pitches for Waters, and that may be all for him, and it looks like it is. So we're going to have a pitching change. Looks like the shortstop will be coming in for him. We'll get that, all the details for you during this break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors and be back with more of the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports.
Grams of healthy protein and Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
New pitcher for Alabama is Jake Hauser. Starting pitcher Colt Waters slides it over to third, and the starting third baseman Lawson Joseph moves to short. So the left side of the infield. New positions. And the first batter that Hauser will face is Dustin Rice, and he takes a healthy cut at a high fastball. And it's 0-1. Wilson on it first. After the one-out walk, that pitch nearly hit him. Off the glove of the catcher, Holder. Ball bounds away far enough to Wilson to go to second on the pass ball. And it's 1-1. The pitch was inside, and Holder couldn't hold on to it. So a runner in scoring position with one away. Outside for ball two. Texas trying to break this tie in the top of the third. Both teams scored their 2 runs in the first. Late on that fastball, fouled down the right side. It's 2-2. Rice starting in right field. Now got to protect the plate. Hauser looking for that second out. Delivers the 2-2. And Rice hanging tough, fouls another one back. Favorite part of the game for Dustin is hitting the baseball. That's what he wants to do right here and hopefully driving a run. Breaking ball stays inside, and we're all full at 3-2. A full count walk to Wilson, and a pass ball got him to second. And now a full count pitch coming in on the hands of Rice, and he does a nice job of getting a piece of it to stay alive. Wind blowing out to right field now. Really more of a crosswind from the left field pole to the right field pole. Late on that fastball, and Rice battled valiantly but comes up empty, and there's another strikeout in the inning. And 2 away for Lucas Thomas. Thomas, they call him Bullet. His favorite memory is hitting the ball to the fence and making it to the World Series. Had a healthy cut at that one, came up empty though. Likes the Texas Rangers. So again, he's got to love the uniform he's wearing now. Good cut at that one, fouls it back. And Hauser quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. A strikeout, a walk, and a strikeout in the inning. Hauser trying to finish off Thomas and keep the score knotted at 2. And the 0-2 delivery. Fastball up that Thomas would not chase, and it's 1-2. Right fielder Riley Tucker playing deep as that wind is blowing that way. Left and center, normal positions. Inside, did not go. Thought about it. Really more of getting out of the way of that thing. That bat just about went through the zone, but it's 2-2. Nice job of laying off of that pitch as it was about to hit him. Another 2-2. Outside corner strike is called, and there are 3 away. So the second and third inning, all 6 outs recorded by way of the strikeout. In the top of the third for Texas, no runs on no hits. There were no errors, a runner left on base. We'll move to the bottom half of the third in a 2-2 ball game. You're watching the DYB World Series, brought to you by Smash It Sports.
Managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made.
New pitcher for Texas is catcher Rayburn, and moving over to first is the starting pitcher, Mr. Duncan. Riley Tucker steps in for Alabama, and he'll ground one to second, fielded cleanly by Bartuska, and the throw across in time, and Riley Tucker is retired on the 4-3 putout. Weston Tucker now the batter. The left fielder started in left, at least did Weston. Swings and misses at that fastball. Gotta love Weston's nickname, Chicken Leg. I love a good chicken leg. I love a chicken breast. I love a chicken wing. As long as it's fried, I'll eat it. That pitch outside for ball 1. Now, he doesn't have little old thin legs, so I got to think he loves chicken legs to eat. That's what we're going to go with. The 1-1 from Rayburn. Another ground ball to second. Bobble momentarily, staying with it in time. And Weston Tucker's retired. Nice job by Bartuska not to panic. Got the glove down, went to look for the ball, and it wasn't there, but it was right at his feet. Gathered it and threw out Weston Tucker for the second out. So a couple of 4-3 putouts, and there's 2 away. For the leadoff batter, Jake Hauser. He reached on a fielding error by the shortstop to start the ball game. Was thrown out trying to go first to third on a left field single. He'll swing and miss at that offering. 0-1. wants to join the military or go to college as his future goals. His favorite memory is hitting his first home run over the fence during the regular season. Wind not blowing as briskly as it was. That's a 2-1 count on Hauser with 2 away. The base is empty here in the bottom of the third. Then a 2-2 ball game. A good cut, grounded to short again. This time fielded cleanly by McBride, and the throw across in time. So a 1-2-3 inning for Texas. And Alabama is retired. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll move to the fourth in a tie ball game, 2-2. It's a good one. Stay with us. Come back and join us for more of the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
We move to the top of the fourth. Top of the order due up for Texas, and Mr. Duncan led off the ball game with a solo home run to right center field and fouls that first pitch from Hauser off at the plate. Got his arms extended, drove it out. If you see when the camera changes to the home plate view, the two fans sitting in right center field, it went right to him. Another well-hit ball, deep center field, losing it in the sun, getting turned around is the center fielder Davis. And that'll be a stand-up double for Duncan. Boy, extra base hits galore for Mr. Duncan. A homer and now a double. Got under that one just a little bit, but hit it well enough to get over the head of the center fielder Davis. He did a nice job of finding the ball and getting it in and holding Duncan to a double. Catcher Rayburn doubled over the head of the left fielder back in the first. He looks at a pitch down and away for ball one. So the leadoff batter on with that double. Texas trying to take the lead here in the top of the fourth. Stepping off the rubber is Hauser. Drying a little sweat off his glove hand. Steps back ready to go now. That pitch low and away. Bounces out of the mitt of Holder, but not far enough that Duncan can go to third. Tough part of the order here for Alabama to face, and right as I say that, there will be a defensive conference as Duncan gave the ball a ride. Rayburn has good power. You don't want to make a mistake here to the lefty. In flags along the outfield fence, barely moving. The wind was blowing left to right a little earlier. And what little bit of breeze is blowing, still doing that. Catcher Rayburn on the mound now for Texas, getting into the batter's box. He wants to hopefully give his team a lead before he goes back out on defense. That's a good eye and good take, and it's 3-0. First base is open, so it wouldn't be the worst thing here. You'd set up a force at any bag, first, second, or third, if you did walk him. See what he does on the 3-0. Misses down and in, and the walk has runners at first and second. And now Ryder Richardson, the catcher, went down swinging his first trip to the plate, had healthy cuts at the first two pitches he saw, and then chased a pitch outside. And we may have a pitching change here as they're going to the mound again. In a 2-2 ball game, top of the fourth, 2 on with nobody out for Texas, there will be a pitching change. Let's take a break, hear from some of our sponsors, come back with the changes right after this on the other side of the break with more of the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash Hit Sports.
Begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot.
New pitcher for Alabama is Mr. Joseph, Lawson Joseph. He had the 2-run homer back in the first, started at third, moved to short, now he moves to the mound. Hauser goes back to short where he started the ball game. Joseph inherits a little bit of a miss. A leadoff double, then a walk as the first 2 Texas batters on base with nobody out in a tie ball game, top of the fourth. And Rooster Richardson is your batter. Power against power here. Boy, a home run cut, and the fastball gets past Richardson. Joseph inherits a miss, trying to get out of it with no damage done. Another fastball, same result, swing and a miss. I tell you, Richardson is trying to put 3 on the board with one swing right here. That wind is blowing back out toward that right field foul pole. And just like the first at bat, after swinging and missing at 2 big pitches, 2 big cuts in the first inning, Richardson will go have a word with the third base coach. Trying to settle him down a little bit. Sometimes just try to do too much. And if I had to guess, that is going to be his dad, Zach Richardson, in that third base box. Lynn Dixon brought the lineup up, and I know that's not Lynn because we talked. So that's probably his dad just talking to him. Say, settle down here and put the ball in play somewhere. The 0-2. Sails to the backstop, and that'll advance both runners on the wild pitch. So 2 runners in scoring position as Joseph reached back for a little extra and threw that one over the head of the catcher. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Prime opportunity here for Texas to take the lead. Swing and a miss. Boy, that was a well-located pitch right there from Joseph. Down and in. And for the second time, Richardson goes down on strikes. If you're Alabama, though, the job is still not over because you've got Henley Russell to deal with. Russell tried to bunt his way on and popped up to the catcher. He is the cleanup hitter. Showing bunt again. And he fouled it back. He couldn't get the bat out of the way. The pitch was up and in and tried to pull the bat back and still found the ball somehow. And if you're Alabama, you're glad he did. If he did not, that was going to be a run scored on a wild pitch. But instead, it's a strike. The 0-1. Fastball up, and we're even at a ball and a strike. First time either team is threatened since the first inning. And coincidentally, that's top of the order. Pitch outside as Russell showed bunt again. And it's 2-1. If you're Russell, you got to put the ball in play somewhere here. Joseph, hard thrower, got to control it. Down and in. Boy, that was a good pitch, Russell. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Last time he had 2 strikes on a batter, Joseph reached back for something extra and threw it over the head of the catcher off the backstop. Don't want to do that here if you're Joseph. And he did, and here comes the run. I did not have a crystal ball, but history repeats itself sometime. So the pitch sails to the backstop. The wild pitch scores Duncan from third. It moves Rayburn to third with 1 away, a full count on Russell. The payoff is outside. And runners are at the corners with 1 out. Eli Holland, your batter. He grounded out to first, back in the first to end the inning. You would expect Russell to be taking off here with 1 out and a runner at third, trying to draw a throw down, trying to manufacture a run. If Alabama elects to throw down to second, which I doubt they will, may have a little trickeration. Showing bunt, taking a call strike, throwing to the shortstop. Now in a rundown is Rayburn, and Alabama did it perfectly. Rayburn got halfway down. Oh, I'm sorry. That was, it was Rayburn. Rayburn got halfway down the line, and the shortstop, who took the throw from the catcher, stared him down, ran toward him, and made him commit to going one way or the other. And then on the 6-2 tag out, Rayburn is retired for the second out. The pitch was a strike on Holland right down the pipe. And Holder fired it to Hauser, and Hauser threw it right back to him and got Rayburn sliding. Stealing second was Russell. He's out there, and it's 0-2 now on your batter with a swing and miss. Pitch is low, goes off the knee of your catcher, Holder, and he is hurting. That ball bounded all the way up the first base line. And advancing to third is Russell. Well, that fastball from Joseph was in the dirt, went off the leg, not the shin guard. It went off the knee and the thigh of Holder. Coaching staff from Skipperville, Alabama, will check on their catcher. And again, it hit him so hard, it ricocheted 3/4 of the way up the first base line. So you know he is feeling the effects of that one. And while he does that, we can thank the city of Laurel All of us at Synergy Sports and Entertainment would like to thank Laurel and the gang at Laurel Parks and Recreation for their kind hospitality throughout our 2-week stay here for the 2026 DYB World Series. For those watching our broadcast, visit laureljones.com for more information. Now, if you're an HGTV fan, may be familiar with a little program called Hometown that features Ben and Aaron Napier here in Laurel and a couple of their friends, Josh Nowell and Jim Raspberry and Mallory, as they renovate some houses and have done so much work in the last 10 years to bring the downtown Laurel area back to life. Now the 1-2, back to action. Fastball, strike right down the pipe. And if you're Mr. Holder behind the plate, you would have said, hey, buddy, hey, Lawson, why don't you throw that one the pitch before? I wouldn't have gotten hit. But looking at strike 3 is Eli Holland, and they are 3 away now. But a run does score to give Texas the lead. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. We'll be back, or 1 runner left on base, rather. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th as Alabama see if they can tie it up. Back with more of the
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
bottom of the 4th. We go 3-2 Texas as Rayburn on the mound will deliver his first offering. I have a couple of defensive changes. Duncan behind the plate now. Richardson moves out to first, so those 2 players just swap spots, and then a couple in the outfield. Salmon back to left, and Lucas Thomas goes into right. The first pitch to Tatum Hill is fouled back, and the 0-1 delivery. Down in the dirt and gets to the backstop, 1-1. Hill singled between the third baseman and the bag back in the first. That single was the one that Hauser tried to go from first to third on and was thrown out at third. Hill scored on ahead of Joseph on that 2-run homer. Chop toward first. Big bounce. Rooster takes it and steps on the bag. And there's 1 down. On the 3 unassisted. Now the man that you want to be careful with if you're catcher Rayburn. A 2-run bomb to straightaway center field. Went off the, I won't call it the black monster out there, but the black wall behind the center field fence it hit. Joseph takes a hack. That was a good pitch from Rayburn on the outer part of the plate that Joseph could not get a big piece of, just tipped it foul. We just mentioned his favorite member was hitting that grand slam at the East Cobb World Series just before he hit the 2-run home run here. A football and basketball player as well, wants to play pro ball and go into ranching or farming. Keeping the ball away from him is Rayburn. Joseph looks at that pitch. Sail outside for ball one. You see the catcher Duncan setting up outside as well. So obviously the message has been sent from the Texas coaching staff. We want to make him chase something. Now coming inside is Duncan. And the pitch is right there on the inside corner. Man, you talk about hitting your spot. Rayburn did it right there. 2-2. You have two theories. You can really go outside or stay inside in on the hands of a power hitter where you can't get his arms extended. Have trouble getting your hands through there, setting up inside again. Pitch sails away, though, and it counts full. So from that center field shot, just look at your catcher, Mr. Duncan, and see how he sets up behind that batter. Going back inside. Pitch is up and a swing and a miss. That's elevated fastball that Joseph whiffs at. And there's two down. That's a big, big out right there for Rayburn and his Texas teammates. Hamp Davis reached on a fielding error by the pitcher as he laid down the bunt that was not fielded cleanly and was stranded at first. Swing and a miss. And the 0-1 high fastball, couldn't lay off of it. So now Rayburn has him being Davis where he wants him. Set up with the 0-2 pitch. Outside is Duncan. And boy, painting the corner. Just a beautiful pitching series there by catcher Rayburn. His name may be catcher, but he was a pitcher in that series there. A couple of strikeouts in the inning as the Alabama team goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll have another 5-minute heat hydration, water hydration break here. Read a couple of our sponsors before we go to break. Smash It Sports, just mentioned them. A big shout out to our diamond sponsor, Smash It Sports. Whether you're a player chasing your bat or a parent gearing up a future star, Smash It Sports has you covered with the best brands and unbeatable prices. Shop now at smashitsports.com. And again, our Sadler Sports Insurance, they're bringing part of the game to you today. They've been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs, for all your different types of sports and activities. Quotes are available instantly online at www.sadlersports.com. Sadler insures teams, leagues, camps, tournament hosts, and sports facilities, and is a one-stop shop for all your policies and risk management needs. Sadler is the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. And then also today's game is brought to you by Land of Frost. They're a family-owned business that's been making great tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. I love a good tasting lunch meat. How about you, Cameron? You like lunch meat? Land of Frost got it. Over 60 years have been doing it. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landofrost.com. Now we'll hear from some of our sponsors. We'll take a break and come back with more. And the fifth inning here in the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
While managing work and family chaos, Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price. We got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Top of the fifth, Weston Tucker checks in at left field for Alabama. Hasten Hyatt moves back out to right. Lawson Joseph still on the mound in a 3-2 ball game. Texas would like some insurance runs here. Asher Bartuska, your batter. He was a strikeout victim. His plate appearance in the second takes a call strike there. Inside corner. So one outside, one inside, and an 0-2 count on the Texas second baseman, Asher Bartuska. And the 0-2 delivery. sails outside for ball one. If you're Lawson Joseph, your job is simple. Keep the score where it is. Your team has a couple at bats left to try to make up a one-run deficit. Swing and a miss. That's a pitch that Bartuska could not catch up with, and he strikes out for the second time. That'll bring Landon Salmon to the plate. He likes the Angels as his favorite team, the Los Angeles Angels. He looks at a pitch up in his eyes as it goes to the backstop. Salmon was caught looking back in the second, so he's 0 for 1 for the day. Chases a pitch up, and we're even at 1-1. The damage for both teams has been done by the top of the order, so that's another reason it's important for Joseph to maybe work a clean inning right here, 1-2 with that swing and a miss, to try to prevent that top of the order from coming up again. If he was able to retire the side in order, there's 7 batters, counting Bartuska, that just batted before you get back to the top, overthrowing that fastball, and it's 2-2. So now, counting Salmon, 6 batters to the top of the order. You want to limit your base runners and try to keep that top of the order from coming back up in the 6th. Nice job by Salmon staying alive as he gets a piece of that one, fouls it back and out of play. Another 2-2 delivery. Outside corner strike. Oops. And there's 2 away. So back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. Salmon caught looking again. That'll bring Dylan McBride to the plate. McBride, a strikeout victim back in the second. That was during a streak of 4 consecutive strikeouts. By the starting pitcher. Ooh. That's got us. We're all good. Count 1-1 on McBride. Well, the bat sort of sails out of his hand as that is a strike as well. McBride, the Texas shortstop, dries his hands off on his pants, gets some dirt on them, steps in, ready to go. And the 1-2 delivery. Good cut by McBride, fouls it straight back. And it remains 1-2. Both of these teams scheduled to play again today. Fouled that one off the, I don't know whether the knob of the bat or may have fouled it off his foot too, but anyway, the at-bat continues. The winner of this one will play Sweetwater, Tennessee. The loser will play Greene County, Mississippi. Sort of a, excuse me, swing into center field. Looks like a line drive in the books, though, as the single by McBride keeps the inning alive. Only the 4th hit of the ball game for Texas. Now Gunnar Haskell will be your batter. He struck out to lead off the 3rd. Gets an opportunity here with 2 outs to keep the inning alive and get closer to the top of the order. Boy, fastball down and in. Haskell swings and misses. That was pitch number 30 for, number 31, I should say, for Joseph. So probably his last inning of work. high and away, and counts even at a ball and a strike. McBride singled with 2 outs. He's on at first. And the 1-1 swung on and missed by Haskell. Now Joseph ahead in the count. 1-2. Looking to finish the at-bat right here. And he does. High heat that Haskell could not catch up to. And there's 3 away in the inning. So for Texas in the top of the 5th, no runs on 1 hit. There are no errors, 1 runner left on base. Alabama down to their last 6 outs. Down a run. We'll see what they can do in the bottom of the 5th on the other side of this break. We'll be back with more of the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost premium lunch meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash It Sports.
Only 1 defensive change for Texas moving into the top of the 5th. That'll be the left fielder now being not Haston Hyatt. Look at the wrong lineup card. Gunnar Haskell will be the left fielder now for Texas. Rayburn has 20 pitches, and he's back on the mound to face a tough hitter in Waters, and he'll ground it right off the back of the leg of Rayburn. It'll go out into right field, and coaching staffs of Alabama quickly out to check on Rayburn. A shot from Waters goes off. It looked like it went off the calf, maybe the back of the knee, back of the leg of Rayburn. Lower leg, it went off of that out into right field, so that tells you how hard the ball was hit. So Waters on at first with that single. And all the coaches out checking on Rayburn. Tough young man. Look at him. He's ready to go. So too much on the line for me to come out of the ball game, or at least come off the mound. Probably let him throw 1 or 2 here and make sure he's good to go. Good sportsmanship there by both squads. And immediately the Alabama coach is closest to the action. First one's out there. I tell you, watching Rayburn throw it, doesn't look like he's affected by it at all. Firing it in there pretty good, so I believe we're good to go. The batter for Alabama when play resumes will be Ryland Holder. He was caught looking back in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. You think he may be trying to lay down a bunt here to get Waters over in scoring position with Alabama down a run. He took a pitch off of his leg that gave him a little bit of pain earlier as well when he was behind the plate. No bunt showing there. He was swinging away. Fouls it back and out of play. been a good ball game so far. We're 3-2 in the top of the fifth. No, bottom of the fifth. I'm sorry, bottom of the fifth. Another foul ball. And it's 0-2 on Ryland Holder. Both teams scored 2 runs in the first inning. Texas took the lead in the top of the fourth with a run. And that's where we stand now as we're in the bottom of the fifth. Nobody out and a runner on, but an 0-2 pitch coming. Lifted softly towards second. Ranging back and making the play is Bartuska. And there's one down. Holder tried to go the opposite way, but you see that he was not able to fist the ball all the way into right field as Bartuska made a nice play on it. See the Wilson baseball replay there. Haston Hyatt chops it third, out at second, and no relay to first, but there's 2 away as the lead runner's cut down on the 5-3 put out. And there's 2 away. Paxton Stedham walked and then is forced out at second, back in this second inning. Bats with 2 down and 1 runner on. Ball in the dirt. Duncan tracks it down to keep Hyatt at first. I think if Hyatt could have picked that ball up a little, the location of the ball a little bit sooner, he might have took off to second. Try to get in scoring position. Ball is lifted foul territory right side, and it's 1-1. If Stedham could reach, Gavin Smith would be your batter. 3 more batters before you get to the top of the order for Alabama. Stedham trying to keep the inning alive. The 1-1 misses inside for ball 2. Didn't miss much, but it was up and in a little bit. Fouled off at the plate, and we're all even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stedham gets a little bit of encouragement from his third base coach and digs back in now for the 2-2 delivery. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hyatt at first. Lifted softly to second, and Bartuska there to make the play. So he had his hand in a couple of the putouts there. And there's 3 away. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and a runner left on base. We've played 5. Texas clinging to a 3-2 lead, trying to add some insurance runs here when we come back on the other side of the break with more. The DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Bottom three of the order due up for Texas. Weston Wilson will lead things off. He walked back in the third. No defensive changes for Alabama. That was pitch number 36 for Lawson Joseph. So he is limited in this inning. It's 2-0 on the batter, Wilson. And Texas trying to turn the order over here where they've had their most success, taking all the way. Wilson looks at a call strike. That's 2-1. Way inside, 3-1. Wilson's got to have one that he just loves right here to, if he's going to swing. That's right down the pipe, and the count's full. That was pitch number 39 for Joseph. And he'll walk him to lead off the inning. And that'll be all for Lawson Joseph. The fourth pitcher coming in for Alabama. We'll let you know who that is. Let's go ahead and hear from some more of our sponsors, pay a few bills here. Kyle, back after this with more of the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Gavin Smith, your new pitcher. Lawson Joseph moves back to third, and Colt Waters moves to first. Bunt attempt is a good one. Tough play by Joseph, comes in. The sack bunt moves the runner to second. Dustin Rice with a nice job of advancing the runner. So a runner in scoring position, a big insurance run there for Texas. Lucas Thomas was called out on strikes back in the third, so he's 0 for 1. A chance to make up for that here. And a chance to drive in a run. Pitch misses down and away. A call strike will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bullet Thomas. Wow, pitch will advance the runner to third. So now Bullet has a chance to drive in a run as Wilson is at third base. He walked, was sacrificed to second, moved to third on that wild pitch. 2-1 the count on Thomas. Big cut. Swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're Gavin Smith, you need a strikeout right here. You'd love some kind of weird double play. There's the pitch to the back screen. Trying to score and scoring a big insurance run. Weston Wilson slides in safely on the wild pitch, and the count is full on Thomas. And Mr. Duncan on deck. The lead now 2. Outside, and that is a free pass to Thomas. And now Mr. Duncan, who is 2 for 2. 2 extra base hits, a home run to start the ball game, and then a double, in which he came around to score in the 4th. Kind of like what Mr. Duncan does. Every time coming to the plate, he fist bumps the catcher and the umpire. Waiting on that pitch, driving it over the head of the second baseman into right center. Trying to stretch it into a double. He will. So technically, if you were scoring it officially, that'd be a single and an error on the outfielder because he wasn't going to get to second, I don't think, on the initial hit. So a single and an error on the center fielder. So an error on the center fielder. Going to third is Thomas. And now another tough out. Catcher Rayburn. He doubled back in the first over the left fielder's head, walked in the 4th. So he's 1 for 1. 2 big runs out there. In scoring position for Rayburn. Trying to add to a 4-2 lead. That pitch is called a strike, and we're all even at a ball and a strike. Duncan's been about as good as you can be in a 6-inning game. A home run, a double, a single. Lay him bat again, see if we can get the cycle. Foul ball. And now Smith ahead of the count, 1-2. Can he finish off Rayburn? Rayburn, you want to put the ball in play and hopefully drive in that run from third. If not, Duncan with a drive him in with a base hit. Pitch up, and it's 2-2. You would think Thomas may be going on any kind of contact from third, trying to score that 5th run and put the pressure on the defense. In at the corners defensively, even with the bags in the middle of the field. In at the corners are the third and first baseman, Joseph and Waters. Hauser and Heel in a little bit, but not quite even with the bag. Outfield shallow in left, normal depth in center and right. Have a conference on the mound for Alabama. Important part of the game right here. 2 on, 1 out, and a 2-2 count on the 2-hole hitter. Got a power hitter up behind him and Rooster Richardson. Umpire, a little warm. He says, "Let me borrow your bat there, Mr. Rayburn. I'm going to prop on it a second during this conference." See the sweat on the back of the home plate umpire. Yeoman's duty being done by these umpires out in this humid, hot weather. As we have a fan blowing on us, our air conditioner is not working great in the press box, but we're not as bad off as the ones outside. After the conference, a 2-2 pitch floats right in there, call strike three. Boy, took something off of it, the big-time changeup, and it just froze Rayburn, and there's 2 away in the inning. Now, if you're Alabama, you got a power man up who struck out twice, but you got first base open. Runners at second and third and 2 down. Henley Russell, the on-deck batter, he has fouled out to the catcher, trying to bunt. He's walked. If you do walk Richardson, you got to throw strikes, but you cannot make a mistake to this young man at the plate. Rooster digs in, looks at ball 1. It's going to take a 2-out hit or some 2-out work from Texas or some help from Alabama for them to score runs here. 1 run in already to extend the lead to 2. There's a ground ball hit hard to short, staying down. Nice play there by Hauser. Stayed down on it. Got the out, 6-3 for the 3rd out of the inning. There was 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. Alabama's down to the last 3 outs. They got to have a couple to stay, 3 to win it. We see what they do in the bottom of the 6th as we come back with more of the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price. We got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Bottom of the 6th, 4-2 Texas. Simple assignment. If you're Alabama, you got to have 2 runs to stay in this game. 3, you can walk it off. Gavin Smith, Riley Tucker, Weston Tucker due up. Smith is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short. And they'll drive the ball to center, but right at Russell, and there's 1 down. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Riley Tucker, your batter, he grounded out to second, as did the on-deck batter, Weston Tucker. A couple of ground balls to Bartuska at second. So both of these batters 0 for 1. Riley Tucker wanted to change that. Trying to reach somehow to bring the tying run to the plate. A strike called. Rayburn nearing his pitch limit, but got a handful of pitches to work with. Trying to work a 1-2-3 inning and get the win here for his team and move them on in the winners bracket. Later on tonight, originally a 6 o'clock schedule start, but there's another game that's got to take place before they play, so it won't be a 6 o'clock start. And the loser of this one going to turn right around and play again quickly. Chops that one foul toward the third base dugout. And the count remains 0-2. Alabama trying to get base runners, trying to turn the order over and get to their top part of the order. Another foul ball backing out of play. Only 3 hits in the ball game for Alabama. 2 of them came in the first inning. 1 was in the last inning. One of those 2 hits in the first inning produced the 2 runs on the scoreboard, a 2-run homer by Lawson Joseph. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Rayburn, and Riley Tucker is retired for the second out. Now Weston Tucker. Again, he grounded out to second back in the 3rd inning. Needs to extend the game and save Jake Hauser an at-bat. Up and in, ball 1. One thing Rayburn has done, the first 2 batters got ahead in the count. Throws a strike there, and the count's even at a ball and a strike. That was pitch number 38. So he can finish this batter, whether he reaches the 40 pitch mark or not. Foul territory, right side, it'll get down, and Alabama down to the last strike. If you're Rayburn, you want to reach your pitch count and seal the game. This will be pitch number 40 coming up. A 1-2 count, 2 away. Taking his time, first baseman Rooster Richardson wanted to check and make sure everyone's on the same page, so we're going to have a defensive conference on the mound. You know, Rayburn was dealing. Wonder why you want to break your rhythm a little bit there. Rayburn was hesitant to get back on the rubber as well. Like, he was looking to the coaching staff. Richardson from first looking over there, and he took it upon himself to walk in there and let's see what's going on. So conference over. Weston Tucker steps back into the box, and the 1-2 delivery from Rayburn. Down and in. And the count's even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And my understanding is if you reach that pitch count in a at-bat, you can finish pitching to that batter. But it looks like they will make the change on the 40 pitch count. Okay, so clarification on that. You could do that, but he could not pitch tomorrow if he went beyond the 40 pitch count. So they will make a change with the count 2-2. We'll have the new pitcher for you on the other side of this break. Back with more of the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports.
Begins with a bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. And lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Rooster Richardson trying to close it out. He inherits a 2-2 count. Rayburn moves to first defensively. 1 pitch, foul ball. Good job by Weston Tucker to hang in there and keep the at-bat alive. I was watching Rooster throw in the warm-ups. He was reaching back and bringing it pretty good. Weston Tucker, see if he's up to the challenge. Tough spot for any batter. Down to your last strike, another 2-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. And that will in the ball game. A swinging strike for the third out. In the sixth for Alabama. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll take a break, come back with the final numbers of this one for you briefly. On the other side of this break with more of the DYB World Series brought to you by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Welcome back to Laurel. This game is in the books, final 4-2. Well-played ball game between these two teams, Harlton, Texas, and Skipperville, Alabama. We'll take a look at our USA Baseball play of the game. It set the tempo really for the ball game. Leadoff batter of the game was Mr. Duncan, as he led off for Texas with a opposite field home run off the top of the fence. And as you see that, at that point, only a 1-0 ball game. But again, sort of set the tempo. Another run scored in that inning, a half inning, to give Texas a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the second. But a 2-run home run by Lawson Joseph tied it up, and it stayed tied until the fourth. Mr. Duncan led off with a double, advanced to third on a wild pitch, and then scored on a wild pitch to give the Texas squad the 3-2 lead, and then a big insurance run by Texas in the top of the sixth. Got us to the final score of 4-2. Final numbers for this one. For Texas, 4 runs on 5 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 5 runners on base. For Alabama, 2 runs on 3 hits. They committed 1 error and left only 2 runners on base. So a well-played ball game by both teams. And again, with the win, Texas sets up a matchup with Sweetwater, Tennessee in the 6 o'clock game, the game 14 on your bracket, but it'll be later than 6 when they play. Right here on this field, we'll have the broadcast for you when that does start. With the loss, Alabama falls in the loser's bracket. They're scheduled to play on the Community Bank field. Game number 12, scheduled at 4:45, but obviously that's not going to happen. It's 4:29 right now. They will play Greene County out of Mississippi. So Alabama and Mississippi battling in the loser's bracket, and Texas with the 4-2 win will face Sweetwater, Tennessee. They won 11-1 against that Greene County team out of Mississippi. So we appreciate you joining us here. Appreciate the work of Kyle Sanson as he directed and produced the program for us. We'll have more games for you coming up momentarily as they fix the field and ready it for the next game. Well, it's been our pleasure to bring this game to you, and congratulations to Harlton, Texas, as they advance with a 4-2 win. So until next time, I'm Mark Easley, and for Cal Sanson, and you've been watching the DYB World Series, brought to you by Smash It Sport. Good afternoon from Laurel.